are the Millie Goats. I am your co-host, AK. With me, as always, co-host G.U.Y.S and Edge. Back again, microphone on. Happy New Year, boys.
Let go.
4 p.m. today, the new football season started. So, Eagles, your time is done. Niners to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
I got something for you. I got something for you.
I don't know why I don't know why we're doing it like fucking already.
Hey. Reel them in.
Speaking of, I saw some guys fishing on the pier today.
It's back.
Not catching a damn thing.
They don't know what they're doing. They didn't
don't.
mean to come down. Don't get Edge down there. He didn't know what he's doing either. Let me come down there, catch him up. Oh, I went out on the boat today. Oh, yeah. It's boat season. It's almost wedding season. Steering's a little loose, boys. Hydraulic fluid is a little low. Got to figure that out. Gonna have to figure that out.
You leaking?
Did you not do like a pre-op check before you put the boat in the water this time so you just not floating down the river?
No, I did. I spun it. You know, boom, boom, boom. I ghost ride the whip one all the way back to the left. I check it twice. Boom, drop that thing in the water. Problem is, different resistance when you're in the water versus when you're out of the water. So just understand that.
You're learning.
Dude.
Look, you know how long have you known us, Edge? We don't test anything. We just go.
Full Sid.
Doesn't matter. The boat hadn't been used in 15 years. Oh, it'll work. It worked the last time we used it.
You got to believe. You got to believe, man. You got to believe. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it is March 12th. It is 2025, episode 217. Those of you listening to the podcast, we appreciate it. Good making a move here lately, which has been great. Happy National Baked Scallops Day. Don't get fake scallops. Don't be a loser. Make sure you check your scallops. I don't know how. They need some sort of scallops authenticity test. I need to bring like one of those pool kits that you dunk in the water to make sure nobody pissed in the pool. But for scallops, like you'd stick it in the middle of the scallop and be like, this is a skate or a shark. Take it back.
Didn't we have something like this the other day?
Yeah, it was. That was on my list of things that must be brand name. It was scallops.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
it must be boat season for having all these fish days.
No, that's what comes up. Like these things, I scroll through the national days and I find something that's intriguing because I wanted to hear stats like this. A single mussel removes sediment and phytoplankton from 5.2 gallons of seawater each day. Just one mussel. Did you know that?
Nope.
Okay.
I think I did know that because it was 5.2 gallons.
I didn't even think about that. As you can see, folks.
I think.
Hey, you know what yesterday was? Real fast today. 0311 Day. Shout out to all the Marine Corps straight leg infantry guys because you know they go by MOS numbers of 0311. 03 designated as infantry. Tomorrow,
are there Marine? Are there Marine bow-legged guys?
God.
What?
Well, he said it was Marine straight-legged day.
Yeah, in the infantry, straight leg means like you're walking, like you're walking straight leg. So, versus tomorrow, 0313 is LAV day, like light armored reconnaissance, which is mechanized infantry, not straight leg.
Hey, shout out that. I know one of our guys that listens, Country Roads Take Mahomes, Marine. Shout out him. So he knows.
There you
go. That's awesome. A lot of stuff going on, boys. I don't even know how we're going to keep up with all this. So I just made like these couple of graphics that have just really small writing on them that we will go over. So those of you listening,
won't be able to see.
Exactly, dude. Those of you listening will have no idea what we're looking at. But you just enjoy.
The CEO of Stats was texting me today. She asked if I was going to be on. She said she's looking forward to all the Arvit insight.
Okay. Well, do you have any insight? Did you bring some?
I did, and this came strictly from her mouth. I'm going to do an out of turn early. I know it's the wrong day.
No, go
hang
ahead.
The banner. Insight, hang the banner, straight from Mrs. CEO of Stats.
Okay.
Mr. CEO of Stats is a Bills fan now.
What?
Hang the banner. We've converted him. He's now a Bills fan. He said it's impossible being a Steelers fan.
Mm.
And if you didn't know, they've never had a losing season.
Yep.
But they are tied for the longest losing streak in the playoffs at 6.
Whoa.
That's is now a Bills fan. Hang the banner for him.
Dude, congratulations. Joining Bills Mafia.
I did it. We did it.
Yeah.
Me and Mama Kay, we did it.
Is there a baptism that he has to go through? No, he can't
Yes.
go through a table.
He has to go through a table.
No, he can't. Cover him in mustard.
He's not grandfathered in. He could do a shot of
he's a literal grandfather though.
Did he do a shot out of the bowling ball? We need answers.
No, I know. I think Miss CO Stats did, and I think Miss CO Stats got mad that there was a bowling ball shot. Holy cow! So happy New Year to all those who celebrate, and hang the banner for that. I don't believe it, but we'll see.
Hey,
I won't believe it until I see him.
We got a new fan.
Also, speaking of the Bills, guys, big news for us and for this podcast. Our guy, Smoney, SM6, formerly Buffalo Bills punter. I almost said Panther. That would have been weird. Sam Martin, rookie, Smundog, Smun, our guy, coming back home. Cue the Call of Duty music or whatever video game that was. I'm coming home, or whatever commercial that was. He's coming back to Carolina. He's agreed to terms with the Carolina Panthers. G.U.Y.S, you're the Bills fan. How's it make you feel?
You know, I prepared myself for this moment. Like I said last week when we talked about when they released him. He's a veteran. He's good. He was a cap casualty. They had to ask him to take a pay cut, basically, take away his guarantees, which was the second year in a row they've done that. So, it was just the right move for the Bills, unfortunately for me. But the past 3 years have been the most fun it's been in my life to be a Bills fan. He's a huge part of that. But he's happy. He wanted to go to the Panthers. He has family that lives there. It's a chance for him to punt more. I think he did not tell us this at all, so I want to preference that before I say this. But I think it was probably frustrating for him because of how good he is that he wasn't able to be used in the way that he wanted to be used. I mean, if you're competitive, you don't want to go out there and have half as many punts as most of the punters in the league and those punts be 40-yard pooch punts.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically at the 50-yard line all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed. And with Bass's leg, he made a 61-yarder this year. The Bills are in range.
We were there for that.
Once they cross the 45, the Bills are in range. So,
contrary to popular belief,
I don't think he got the punt as much as he wanted to, and it's probably as frustrating. He did his. I think this is, again, my opinion. He did not tell us this. I think he signed with the Bills to try to win a Super Bowl. I think he found out how hard it was to win a Super Bowl or even get to a Super Bowl for that matter. So now he's at kind of the end of his career.
Don't say it.
And he's going to try to go for a Pro Bowl. He went to a team that he knows he's going to punt a lot. He's going to be able to showcase his skills, showcase that he still has it, which we all believe he does. And he's going to try to put up numbers to get his first Pro Bowl.
Yeah. So, first of all, it's
Panther fan edge. Preface with that.
Not a chance.
I've seen you with the jersey on.
Panthers haven't won a Super Bowl yet, so Edge can't cheer for him.
Oh wow! Shout out Mama K for basically already killing G.U.Y.S hopes and dreams. Mr. CEO stats saying that he's a Bills fan saying it's not happening.
That was taking a shot out of the bowling ball. She didn't preference that he wasn't a Bills fan.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Second thing, I keep trying to get like rookie out of my head, not calling rookie because he's obviously not a rookie now.
Forever rookie. He will forever.
Longest tenured App State Mountaineer to ever lace up a pair of NFL cleats.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like just shout out to that. I mean, what is he on his 14th year? I think this year, is that right?
Crazy, dude.
Dude, can you imagine just like trying to extend your leg right now and punt through a ball? Like I feel like my ankle and my knee would snap at the same time. Just
Hey,
and blow a hammy.
I still got it, buddy.
No,
I
you
still got
don't.
it. Yes, I do.
No, you might have a football. Like that's what you got, but you
No,
don't
he and I
have.
we were chip shotting back and forth to each other in the yard at his house. We didn't go any farther than about 10 yards, but
I was
hey,
gonna say
I still got it.
you still got being able to catch the football punt.
And one more thing I got to say, Rookie, if you listen to this, I might know a guy. If you're looking to build a house, I might know a guy. Just saying this. I'm just going to drop that out there.
Maybe Red 2 Homes.
Red 2 Homes. We can work it out, especially on signing day on 0313 day for Red 2 Homes.
Boom. That's how you get it done. So you get it done.
Go. I'm trying to get him on the lake.
Yeah, you were working hard on that. That was funny.
Congratulations, Rookie.
He says, being a Steelers fan, I'm definitely not happy. Just to let y'all know. Oh, dude, we got something for you, B. McCormick. You just stick around, buddy. I got something so good for you. On the show, we got Salute Your Sports and Headlines. We got to try to make sense of all these moves. We got the water cooler debate. The players. Oh, the fifth major, boys. This is when golf is great. And we're going to talk some picks, some DFS plays, other relevant sports news, how dare yous, and unblock us, Reddit college football, and Pat McAfee, you bunch of cowards. Don't be mad. All right, before we do that. Jesus. Oh, dude, totally forgot that you sent this hat, and I wanted to show everybody because this is absolute filth.
That is
I had no idea what you were going to do with that, and then you sent this, and I almost cried. It's a picture of the hat with our little golf guy holding the sign that says "Make the damn cut." It's spectacular. And also we have this hat, which we were trying to figure out. I've actually been emailing this company trying to figure out how we could get like some sort of discount code.
Yeah.
Safari Sun. And I'm trying to figure it out, but they've been talking back and forth with me. So this is going to be here tomorrow. My hat's going to be here tomorrow. So I've made that one, and we're going to check it out, and then we'll see about that one. I'd love to get our podcast name on there.
I got a hat guy for you, man. You didn't tell me. I'm
always trying to order. I love hats. Look at this hat.
You didn't tell me. Dude, look.
I know. I've been told I have to cut back on buying hats.
No,
because I only wear like 3, but I have 300.
I will wear this. So there's something we can do where if we can get a discount for these, but I can't wait for this thing to get there.
Yeah, I had to finagle the one you sent me because when you save that picture,
it has no background.
No, it's white. So I was trying to put it on hats and it was like white. So then I went to Chat GPT and said, "Can you make the background green like grass?" Thinking like it would be grass. And it turned half of the goat's belly green. And I was like, well, I can't do that. Then what I did was I screenshotted it because then it had the black background. And I like the black hat better.
Oh,
personally.
Okay.
But the gray looks good.
If we could put we could put like our logo right here. It just says Millie Goats Podcast right there.
Well, it says it at the top of the sign.
I know, but that's the DFS Destiny. We've changed. We've upgraded. Well, have we upgraded? I don't know. B. McCormick said he wears hats all the time. Feels naked without it. Agreed. Totally agree. All you had to do is go to Mematic and just put this on a black background. It would have taken 2 seconds.
Wow. I didn't know that. I'm telling you, when I did it, when I saved it on my phone, it was a white background.
It probably was. All right, guys, here we go. Before we get into all that, dudes posting their W's again. Here's the question. This loyalty and trust is a foreign concept to most people today. Man splits $22 million lottery with best friend after agreeing to split it if either won 28 years ago. My question to you, as we are all best friends on this show, BFFs, if one of us had agreed to do that, would you split the lottery with one of us Had we made that deal? Edge, go ahead.
100% yes. The problem with our group though is that we would probably
Want that
each
answer.
get like $100,000 because our group's so big. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like,
That's true. How many we
but
got?
yeah, 100. I mean, if you think about it, first of all, these guys looks like they're 70, you know, so like they don't have much. Like, what else you gonna do with it? You know, like they're just like, yeah, let's go chill out our retirement community, play golf all day. Let's be billionaires.
Love that.
But yeah, I would definitely do it. And also, like, if you make it to that level where you just get, you know, an instant 22 mil or, you know, whatever it is after taxes, you got to bring your boys up with you. So, I mean, who else you going to party with? You don't want to go to the like country club and hang out with a bunch of rich douchebags that you don't know. You got to bring your boys up with you. And
this is the ultimate build a compound scenario.
could you imagine though, like you say, all of us, like the three of us, we'll just say three of us on the podcast, Tex if he comes in, whatever.
Whoa.
We'll add him as well. But he's got a platoon of kids, so it'd be kind of hard, you know, to move him. But could you imagine if three of us, you know, were overnight millionaires, moved to some ritzy golf course, and then the three of us go out and play golf to where like we're racing the golf carts, probably flipping over a golf cart or three.
Slamming
you know, you're slamming beers, you know, running the course with an American flag pants on, holding an American flag up, you know, screaming freedom. Like it's, I don't think they would be ready for that.
I think those YouTube golfers now are characters, man. Those we'll get to that in a minute, but they wouldn't have any idea, man.
No.
J-Vi, what do you think? What do you think? 22 mil?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is it doesn't say how much he split. You know, did he give him $1 million? Did he give him 11 million? I don't know, but I agree with Edge. You got to bring if you're that age, you know, they're probably 60, between 60 and 70. If you're that age, you got maybe 10 years left. Go all out with the boys.
Agreed.
100%. Like you build the compound that you always talk. This is a BMO special. This is a BMO special, dude. Like he just got here.
Yeah.
He would 100. He'd build the underground tunnels like you talked about, the connecting bowling alleys where you could just bowl back and forth.
I think too at the age of these guys it's like you could get away with it from your wife too. You know?
Oh yeah.
But if our age, if we want it, it's like, all right, I want to split this with my boys, but how do I do that? I pay into their company, you know, like, all right, Edge, you're building me a new house. So he's getting money off of this. You know, you're doing something. You come fix me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll pay for your travel to come fix me once a week. Like, you got to do things like that. That's how you split it. If you're our age and, you know, the wife's like, no, this money is ours. Like,
he's going to pay me $1 million to come live beside him and treat him every day.
So, in other words, J-Vi's wife is stingy.
I mean,
she's a
but
teacher.
It was an agreement. If there was an agreement there, you have to split it, right? You have to.
Yeah. Handshake deal or for your word?
This also made me think.
You did say if you won the $1 million in DFS, that you would help us out.
Oh, dude, that a lot of that money would go right back into this pot. We would. There'd be billboards everywhere. I mean, we'd all have hats. We'd have hats.
Speaking of, those aren't that expensive.
The hats?
No, billboards.
No. Did you see the email?
Yeah, it's like $125
emailing all kinds
a week.
Of people, dude. Do what?
It's like if you split it between, you know, the group, it's like $100.
Yeah,
for 4 weeks.
Yeah, we should put it up there in May whenever they're first opening.
And then they end up forgetting about it because not many people use billboards anymore.
Exactly.
So you pay for a month and it stays up there for a year.
Well, there's 4 of them, right? There was 4 of them back to back to back, and that's why I called. I was like,
It's like Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to.
Buc-ee's in 178 miles. Buc-ee's in 172 miles. I'm like, that's like 4 hours.
Especially if y'all ever drove north on I-95 heading towards like Virginia or something like that. And it's like south of the border.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, it's one at every mile marker. Like
they own their own. There and you're like, this is the biggest flea market I've ever seen.
Shout out, my mom used to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back in the day.
Dang, dude, that's insane. They probably hadn't changed since she worked there.
No.
This got me thinking also, would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather have 1,000,000 hours where you never had to work, but you still got paid? Your current salary. Would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather in 1,000,000 hours, I looked it up, is like 645 days. So it's almost like 2 years where you just didn't have to work, but got paid still.
$1 million.
Million, yeah. Because I could make that to where I don't have to work again.
No, you're not. You're going to pay us to come visit you and hang out.
You didn't say win the lottery.
Yeah, we didn't agree to that.
I was because I was like, man, 1,000,000 hours. How many is that? Then I did the math, which you know me. Which
I'm thinking like that's 10 years.
No, it's 2 years. I almost put out a tweet that said PTO, and I was like, yeah, 1,000,000 hours of PTO would be way more than $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put it out though because I couldn't do the math that fast, and then it hit me. So, anyways, dudes rock. Also, dudes do not talk. You seen this?
Yes.
West
My in-laws
Virginia-
are huge West Virginia fan.
West Virginia coach Rich Rodriguez bans TikTok dancing. Quote, they're going to be on it, so I'm not banning them from it, he said, Money. I'm just banning them from dancing on it. It's like, look, we try to have a hard edge or whatever, and you're in there with your tights on dancing on TikTok. Ain't quite the image of our program we want. Agree or disagree, boys?
I agree, and Matt Rule did this as well. I saw it a couple weeks ago that I think Matt Rule his daughter asked him to be in a TikTok dance, or one of his players asked his daughter to be in a TikTok dance. So he downloaded the app so he could see what people were saying about his daughter. And what he saw was,
oh no,
20 or 30 of his football players doing TikTok dances in the locker room, in the facility. And so he shut it down.
This is nothing new though. This is nothing. Dabo's been saying this for years. He don't put yourself out there on social media. And what does he say? When we win, we dance. And it's always videos in the locker room of everybody dancing.
So Dabo was the original TikTok dancer.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
After a W.
He said, just don't dance in your brand. Just like we couldn't drink in our letters, me and my brothers. Frat guy.
Don't ever drink in letters. I found that out the hard way.
Frat guy. Yeah, this is hilarious that this is even like this is an ESPN article about banning TikTok dancing. Have you, dude, by the way, I am not like we are on TikTok strictly for the clips and that sort of thing. I do not scroll on TikTok. That is a weird.
It's where the most people comment, it seems like. Nobody comments on our stuff on Instagram.
Shout out unifying. I can't keep up with them all. Unifying the country by saying that the UK couldn't outdrink us in beer because we just saved America for saying we'll stick up for ourselves. You're not going to come in here. You're not going to come on this. Not after the 4 nations in Canada. What happened there? You're not coming for that. So there were so many people saying, just send Wisconsin over there. That'll get them.
Well, that's the
like
thing.
5 people that said that.
You know, do you think that obviously the answer is obviously going to be yes, but do you really think that do we stand a chance over there drinking their heavy beers? I mean, we're going to have them in light beers. Yeah, we're going to have them in light beers all day. But can we go toe to toe in heavy beers?
There's got to be we got to lay out the parameters if that was even a thing. Got to lay out the parameters. But anyway, so TikTok's just like you turn it on and people are just dancing everywhere, and I'm like, is this what this is? I can't like it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I don't like it. So
if your daughter was old enough and asked you to do a dance with her, recorded, would you do it?
Probably, I don't know. Probably not. Would you?
Not me.
Not 1,000% I would.
Yeah.
What?
I had to think about it, but I'm like, could this be good for the brand? That's
No, I'm not doing it at all.
Yeah, right. I can't wait.
I made one TikTok video to try to boost the company image, and I was like, not doing it.
You
Where
sent
is
it
this
out.
thing?
You sent it out
Hold
and it
on.
didn't have any sound.
You're right. Yeah, that tells you how old I am. I guess I'm
I'm
dating
like,
myself.
Your video doesn't have sound.
People said you could find 68 or whatever number of people it is in the U.S. that could easily handle that warm, heavy beer and go challenge.
Dang.
All right. That was Dudes Rock. And let's hit the Salute Your Sports drop. Get in. Here we go. Salute Your Sports. Lots to talk about, boys. Lots to talk about. Free agency in the NFL was absolute banana lands. There's all kinds of things running around. Edge called me out on my graphic. It said top 5, which it has said for almost, I don't know how many months since I made this. So then I went and changed it and updated it, and now we're back. Now we're good. We're at the top 3 because we used to do 5, and then that was getting out of control because it was just a lot. So we just
We'd be here 45 minutes.
Yes, we trimmed it to 3. And number 1 question with NFL free agency: which NFL team is the offseason champ so far? Lucky for us, I have found a grading system that somebody did because I couldn't keep up with all the moves. And here we go. Oh, wait, first, I forgot about this. That got me good right there because I completely forgot to put that in there. Here's a picture.
I love that. It's like a storybook ending.
Oh, my God.
To a rom-com.
Aaron Rodgers has been walking around alone on a beach with looks like a blanket around his shoulders, a backwards trucker hat, some board shorts, and what looks to be some headphones that still have wires on them, which is hilarious.
Easy now.
I'm not criticizing.
We were here first.
This dude's worth. The guy's worth like $100 million.
Yeah, but he probably believes that his phone can get hacked through his Bluetooth headphones or something. Like, there's no telling.
If there's any radio frequency waves, somebody's tapping into him, so he's got to go direct plug-in.
The Vax group is following him.
He's got the Glade plugins.
He still uses dial-up.
He probably does. He's probably not on the internet at all. But I just what is he? He's such a weird guy, man.
Dude, he's finding himself, man.
Why? Because he's on the beach by himself?
Yeah, he took some ashwagandha or whatever it is, and he's just out finding himself and being at one with the ocean.
Do you think this was staged, or do you think somebody's like, oh no, there's Aaron Rodgers?
I think there's probably so many, especially now,
because it looks like
many
nobody's
people.
there.
It looks to me, well, it's cold. That's why he's wearing a blanket. But to me, just based off of how the picture looks, where it's looks like it's zoomed in, but he looks still like he's far away, like it was taken on a cell phone, not with a good camera. So I don't know. I think it could just be real.
I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious. It was just like Aaron Rodgers seen wandering a beach alone, wrapped in a blanket, listening to probably the Millie Goats podcast.
To me, there's nothing wrong with that, though, because we got done a little early today, so we got to go out on the beach. And some of the crew just wanted to sit on the beach. So they sat on the beach. And I was like, I'm not a go to the beach and sit down. I got to throw ball, do something. So I was like, I'm going to go for a walk. So I went on a walk on the beach today prior to even seeing this picture by myself. And what was funny about it is at one point there was this group of girls and they were kind of walking towards the ocean. And I felt like they were looking at me. So I was like, okay. Maybe I got some swagger. I still got it. And little did I know, I heard some clanging. And I turned around and it was this really ripped dude with his shirt off, and he had a dog, and they were walking on the beach. And I was like, they were definitely looking at that
guy. Body bag.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, I'm just gonna put my head back down.
Hey, first of all, shout out to this Sarah E chick that did this.
Definitely a body wash. I was laughing at that. That came through, and I just started busting out laughing.
True.
Oh,
Not me, Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, how many? This is who I'm going to be for Halloween. I'm going to be Aaron Rodgers, blanket beach, Aaron Rodgers, blanket on the beach.
Think about if Jordan Love showed up for this the first day of.
That'd be
Did Brett Favre
hilarious.
do this before?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about? I forgot. Hey,
top
oops.
three.
There we go. Winners and losers from the pro football something. Free agency through day 2. Winners and losers according to PFSN Stats and Insights Department. Winners: Patriots A-, Rams A-, Ravens B+, Bears B+, Vikings B+, Giants B+, Commanders B+. Losers: Dolphins D, Eagles D, Niners D, Seattle D, Raiders D+. What? D+. Chiefs.
Hey, better than a D. Well, I don't necessarily agree with this because the Cowboys aren't on this list.
100%. They're probably below. They're probably like F.
The Cowboys traded for Kyrie Elam today.
Dude, what is that?
I have no idea. I mean, have they not watched him play the past 3 years?
He can't cover anybody.
No. He can't cover in zone, man. Like, you can't say it's a system thing because he's not covering anybody.
No.
Demo already bought his Panthers jersey.
He's been sending pictures all day about
That he can't decide between 4 hats. We were just like, just buy them all, dude.
Yeah, exactly 100%. That's what we told him. So I'm like, okay, who got an A? The Rams and the Patriots. And I'm like, what did the Patriots do? They signed a whole bunch of interior. So here's who they signed: Carlton Davis, the cornerback; Milton Williams, defensive tackle; Harold Landry, the third edge rusher; Morgan Moses, tackle; Robert Spillane, linebacker; Mac Hollins, wide receiver. They lost Devon Godshaw, was a tad defensive tackle, and Jonathan Jones, cornerback. So apparently they're saying that they have a really good 1-2 punch at the cornerback position, and they got a little bit better on the defensive line. So they got an A-. The Rams
Just
signed.
they signed the most people.
I don't know.
They really didn't, though. They didn't sign the most.
Have they not figured out that their best wide receiver is Kendrick Bourne? I mean, okay, you're off-season, and here's the Bears again, dude. The Bears once again off-season champs. They got to get 17 linemen for their quarterback who's supposed to be generational and going to turn the franchise around. Doesn't need any help. Walked into the best situation a rookie quarterback's ever walked into. Number 1 pick, goes out there, stinks up the joint, can't throw the football, can't win a late game, and here we are again with the Bears being off-season champs.
I don't see why they gave the Chiefs a D. I mean,
because they're losing everybody.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened today because I was busy today. But I mean, they did a running back, a wide receiver, offensive tackle, offensive guard, linebacker, cornerback, punter, and long snapper.
They did. They got another punter. Punt got out there.
No, Matt Arazi or whatever.
Oh, they re-signed.
Yeah, they tagged him.
So
I think they lost like key guys. Like they lost Reed.
They re-signed one of the safeties. He went to, where did he go? I forget where he went.
Maybe.
They lost Joe Tooney.
Yeah, he's an all-pro. He's an all-pro guard.
Yeah,
they signed Jalen Moore, the tackle from the 49ers, who only played because Trent Williams was hurt. He's only started 12 games.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then the Vikings is hilarious because they actually did have a pretty good they did have a pretty good signing day or whatever, or free agent signing period. But the fact that they're in the Aaron Rodgers running again is just the best. It's the best if you're a Vikings fan. Vikings fans are losing their minds. They only have one quarterback on their roster, which is J.J. McCarthy. Dylon, our resident Vikings fan, has been sobbing for the last 3 hours. So everybody go make fun of him. It's just spectacular. Yeah,
they signed. Daniel Jones thought it was easier to beat out Richardson than it was McCarthy. So, they're saying that they think Daniel Jones thinks McCarthy's better than Richardson. So that should be good news for Vikings fans.
Yes. The Vikings signed Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargraves. Byron Murphy and Aaron Jones resigned. They signed a center and a guard. So they actually retooled. I mean, but
The
and then
Vikings.
the Commanders, of course, got Debo, and then who else did they get? They signed somebody. I can't remember who it was.
You know what I figured out about Debo?
What?
Well, one of my how dare yous relates to Debo, and I figured it out because of the how dare you. Debo, when Debo changed his number,
Mm-hmm.
that's his problem.
That made him look bigger. Everybody's
With,
like he's gained weight, but it's like he lost another number on there.
Same with
So-
Victor Hovland. He's changed his outfit and he's struggling. If you're in and you're doing well, you don't change stuff. Like Puka. Puka's changing to 12. Watch
Mhm.
out. Down year. Just saying.
Do you think that you think there was money involved there, or do you think it was respect?
I think there was 1,000% there was money involved. I mean, it may not have changed hands as in here's $2 million, but it was probably like, I'll pay you whatever you have to pay to change your number. It could have been one of those things.
Does this A- make you worried as a Bills fan?
About the Rams? No.
No, the Patriots.
No, not at all.
They got A-, dude.
I don't care. The media picked the Bills to finish third in their division last year. I don't care what the other teams do in the division. Bills are stacked.
That was so stupid. So stupid. What did the Bills? The Bills got A. What grade did they give the Bills here? I think they got like a B or something.
All we've really much done is just re-sign people. I mean, we made a couple of signings. Apparently, we love the LA Chargers. We got like 2 or 3 of their guys. Whoever scouts the LA Chargers for the Bills probably getting he's got a lot on the line right now. His word is on the line right now.
B-.
Bills are paying some people too, though. You
got
Bosa. Josh Allen, 330. Whatever, the running back Evan. What did he re-sign his free agent deal?
Darrington Evans, he's an app guy. We re-signed Ty Johnson.
Josh Palmer, 3-year, $36 million, 18 guaranteed.
Overpaid.
Shakir, wide receiver, 4-year, 36, 18 guaranteed.
Underpaid.
Edge rusher. What was that? Russo and Hochette, 3-year, 24 million, 4-year, 80 million, 54 guaranteed contract extension. Linebacker Bernard, 4-year, 50 million, 25 guaranteed contract extension.
Underpaid.
And long snapper.
Yeah, highest paid long snapper in the league. He's the longest tenured Bill too. He was
Reals Mafia.
He was on the Bills before McDermott got there. So he was on drought Bills.
I'm just mad at myself for not sitting there pushing a long snapper. I mean, these long snappers are getting paid right now.
Yeah, dude. You should have.
God dang it.
Would have been better than me.
Hey, that was one investment Edge missed out on.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, take you to town here. The Commanders signed Debo, or they traded for Debo and traded for Laramie Tunsil. That was the other one I couldn't remember. Now, all the sickos and freaks and perverts that are here, knowing that I'm a 49ers fan, see that big old D right on the screen. 49ers.
They're in full rebuild mode.
They're not full rebuild mode.
Are you kidding?
Okay? Here we go. Oh, I forgot that the Giants got. What did the Giants get? A B+. Yet they paid Darius Slayton exactly what they could have paid Saquon Barkley. Idiots.
Idiots.
How do you get a B+? Now, I like Darius Slayton. I think he's pretty good, but
he's not.
How do you get a B+ whenever the guy you didn't want is making the same amount of money elsewhere?
That was when they believed in Daniel Jones, though.
That's true.
They couldn't pay both.
So
now they have neither.
Right. Okay. So the 49ers, they've lost 11 of the 22 starters on their Super Bowl roster from a year or two ago.
Tanking.
They're saying completely decimated. Wrong.
Speak
Why? They were terrible at separation. They were terrible against the run. They were terrible at running efficiency. They were terrible against short yardage running. All these guys that were supposed to be tough, the identity of the Niners, they were all still there. They weren't tough. They were done. It was over. This is exactly what they needed to do to move on. Build the offense around Purdy, going into 12 personnel, get away from 21 personnel. That's why Juszczyk is gone. That's why they brought in another tight end. They're going to get more multiple with the offense, and they're going to build this thing around Purdy. Okay? They still have pillars at almost every position. I'm not worried at all. They have so many draft picks. They have, I think, 11 or 12 draft picks this year. So this is, and they're not making a whole bunch of, they're not spending, they have $77 million in dead cap though, which is still going up. So
I was going to say, what I saw is they have $86 million in dead cap this season and have 21.5 already for next season.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's rebuilding, dude.
That's not rebuilding.
You have to draft. You have to draft because you can't pay anybody.
But they let all these guys sign and let them go so that they get compensatory picks. They got 4 compensatory picks from signings already, from like Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, but we already established that the Niners are terrible at drafting.
Terrible at drafting. They drafted Brock Purdy.
Okay, one person.
Malik Mustafa.
They got lucky
Fred
on.
Warner. Dre Greenlaw.
That was a random chance, by the way, Brock Purdy.
Nick Bosa.
There was nobody left.
I mean, come on.
There's a lot of high draft picks.
First of all, what they do suck at is drafting interior linemen. They have not been good at that.
Yeah, Bill.
That's what they need to do. And also, all these grades that people are giving out, they gave high grades to the people that went up. Shout out to the big boys. Shout out to Big Skill, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Skill.
Everybody trying to be like the Eagles.
So I don't know what the Niners did today. All right. So this is just from
hey, I'm not done. Current odds.
Nobody
current
cares.
odds to win the NFC West, they're the favorite still. They're the NFC Championship, they're third. To win the Super Bowl, they're
Where
sixth.
did you get this from? The Niners website?
No, this is DraftKings Sportsbook.
There is no one favored in the Niners to win this.
Y'all don't know ball. That's the problem. You're just trying to get me.
It's not the ball. We're just telling you about the marriage jinx, and you won't accept the fact of it.
Because they're setting up the offense around him.
This is people that aren't taking into consideration the marriage rule.
You're making stuff up, dude.
I'm not.
Then go ahead and kiss it goodbye. What's the Bills' chances there? Because he's all in, dude. That guy's
not married though.
Your quarterback has been running around on bachelor parties.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Are you done?
All right, go ahead.
All right. So let's see what the Niners did again without today. They signed or re-signed Patrick Taylor to running back for a 1-year deal.
Love
Their
it.
wide receiver Richie Grant, 1-year deal for $2 million. Because y'all are broke.
Efficient.
Wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson, 2-year deal.
Deep threat.
$10 million, $6 million guaranteed.
Deep threat.
Tight end Luke Farrell, 3-year deal, $20 million, 11 guaranteed. Offensive guard Ben,
Multiple.
1-year deal, contract extension. Linebacker Luke Gifford, 1-year extension.
Let's go.
1-year deal.
We're good.
Dude, y'all ain't paying nobody. No wonder nobody wants to go there and play.
They have 86 in dead cap. They can't.
They're
pay
broke
nobody.
as shit. Yeah, you can't get nobody.
Hey,
if you don't
keep
pay
talking
nobody.
about money. I'll keep talking about ball. Y'all keep talking about money. This isn't freaking Wells Fargo. They're favored to win the NFC West.
Look, I'm going to also give you something too, and we're going to transition to the next one.
Yes.
By doing this. If you go back, they gave the Seattle Seahawks a D.
D.
You just told me, based on some random Miatic meme that you made, that the Niners are favored to win the NFC West.
Okay. Yes. Following.
I got news for you to lead us in to talking about the quarterback situation as our number 2 headline.
Quarterbacks.
Hot take of the year, considering put it on the big board. Sam Darnold either wins season MVP or Super Bowl MVP this year because the Seattle Seahawks signed MVS. And as we know, the past 4 years, a quarterback that MVS has played with has won an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up. Sam Darnold wins the NFC West, not the Niners, and rolls.
I think the Seahawks just signed Dexter Lawrence from the Cowboys too, DeMarcus Lawrence. Dude, that was such a good take. Completely forgot about that. MVS Kingmaker. Didn't he leave from Buffalo to New Orleans this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's sabermetrics right there, boys. Okay. Which quarterback is going to have the most success at his new home? So we had Sam Darnold to the Seahawks, Justin Fields to the Jets, Geno to the Raiders, Daniel Jones to the Colts, Super Bowl quarterback Kenny Pickett to the Browns via trade, DTR to the Eagles. Love that. I don't know why I love DTR. Garoppolo back to the Rams, Josh Dobbs to the Patriots, Nick Mullins to the Jags, Zach Wilson to the Dolphins. Now, Rodgers still out there, Russell Wilson still out there, Mac Jones, Gardner Minshew, Jameis Winston. Rumblings of Jameis going to San Francisco, I heard. Joe Flacco, Mariota just signed back with Washington.
Dude, if Jameis goes to San Francisco, y'all are done.
No, we're not.
He already said the Lord cannot deliver for pick sixes.
Dude, if we sign him and the season's already dead anyways, at least I'm going to have that to watch every week.
True.
That's must-see TV, baby. I'd get a Jameis Winston jersey for sure. Drew Lock still out there, Trey Lance, Carson Wentz, Jacoby Brissett just signed with the Cardinals. So, what do you? Ed,
playing?
I don't know. Keep playing, dude. The brisket man. Brisket for the brisket. Who? Oh, BMO's still ripping me. Good thing they have so many picks in this loaded draft. He's talking about the Niners. Everybody see the sickos want to see the Niners fail. And it's not going to happen. They're still the favorite to win the division. It's not going to happen.
Speaking of the loaded draft, do you think that
Ryan Clark's an idiot?
Yeah, well.
You want to get into that?
No.
No, I don't.
Do you think that the drafts will continue to get worse because of the transfer portal and players not being developed because they're not with the same coaches for more than a year or two?
I've already called it. Yeah.
I just think they're not playing. They're like everybody's just trying to do as little as possible to get to the NFL. And the talent, they're not used to competing.
I think that they they're just trying to play. They're not trying to compete and get better and learn. I think they're just
lose.
If somebody's you recruited a new guy that's supposed to be better than me, according to what the people that don't have any idea what they're talking about are saying, then I'm going to transfer to a school that I can be that guy.
I want to get out and go get pampered and pranced around and
look at all. Look at all these 1-year deals. It's the same thing.
It's turning into the NBA. The CEO stats was like a bunch of average players are signing lucrative deals, and I remember a couple years ago in the NBA they were signing like everybody was signing for 4 years, $80 million.
Yeah,
everybody. So I don't know. The one that sticks out to me. Zach Wilson to the Dolphins, boys. Zach Wilson to the Dolphins. There was a video of Tua surfaced, kind of looking not in shape. Could it be? That would be the most babyface quarterback head coach duo probably in the history of NFL with McDaniel and Zach Wilson. They would, dude, I just picture them like Uncle Rico in that thing, like Mike McDaniel's like, spin around, fake a sidearm throw there, and then throw it behind your back to Tyreek Hill in the slot. Like they just be out there doing, Pilates basically at the quarterback position if Zach Wilson was playing because that one throw from his combine. So I don't know. Zach Wilson to the Dolphins is that one. That one I got my eyeballs locked in on that one. The Daniel Jones one is funny too, dude. People just I wouldn't. There's two dunks that I have right now. It's the Anthony Richardson take and the Caleb Williams take. We'll see what the Caleb Williams take is, but Anthony Richardson was an absolute slam dunk. J-Vi, who's your thought on this?
I don't know.
Jets are idiots. I'm sorry. Justin Fields is not good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I would think that Sam Darnold would be the one if the Seahawks didn't get rid of everybody. But then he doesn't. He has Jigma to throw to now. That's it.
Oh, they
Me.
signed Evan Ingram too. No, wait, that was the Broncos. Never mind.
Does he have? Is he going to throw it to Bobo? I mean, the Seahawks got rid of everybody, so you can't be excited about that. Geno has Brock Bowers. That's it. Since Hunter
He's a
Renfro
freak.
just retired. I don't know what the Browns are doing because they signed Kenny Pickett. I mean, are they going to cut Watson? Because they got Russ. They got Russ coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say they're bringing in Russ Wilson.
But I don't know. I don't really love that either.
You cut him, you still owe him money though.
Somebody paid Sam Darnold 3 years, $100 million. Who would have thought that?
He's had a couple contracts,
but he always loses when it matters. He gets scared whenever there's pressure. And Seattle, Sam Darnold under pressure was like the 31st rated quarterback for completion percentage or something like that. And Seattle was like 32nd in allowing pressure. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster.
I think the move is, and it hasn't happened yet. I think Gardner Minshew to the Titans. Put pressure on Will Levis. He's a good solid backup in case Levis stinks again. I mean, everybody was talking about Tennessee last year. How they could win, they could have a chance to win that division. Pretty good. Yeah, they could have a chance to win that division.
It was just Will
terrible on offense.
Levis lost them like 15 games. Edge, what do you think?
I feel like Tennessee is almost like on the same level though as Arizona. Like everybody gets so hyped about Arizona at the beginning of the year. It's like, man, they just built a hell of a defense, built a hell of an offense. And then we get like game 5 and we're like, well, hang that one up. They're done already. Like this. I think I can tell you who wastes money is paying Nick Mullins $6.5 million for 2 years. That's a waste of money.
There you go with your Clemson.
I'm just stating the fact. I mean, T-Law
never going to see the field under Trevor Lawrence's tutelage.
Never going to see. It'll be great for him to learn, and watch how you throw touchdowns. But all they're doing is just prepping him for another team in a couple of years for a trade.
Watch how you throw touchdowns.
I don't know about Kenny Pickett going to the Browns either. I mean, dude, if you're a quarterback, why would you want to go to the Browns? Like Baker Mayfield at the Browns was something to watch, but that was short-lived at the same time.
How mad are the Browns fans?
I don't think he had a choice. I think the Eagles wanted DTR because they see his potential versus what Kenny Pickett can do. I mean,
DTR.
Kenny Pickett spiked a ball in the backfield last year, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't after he scored a touchdown.
Dude, the duo of Kenny Pickett and Jameis Winston, they should have kept Jameis. That would have been so good. Well, quarterbacks moving all over the place. There's some other. So Cooper Kupp got released by the Rams. And this is a really weird picture of him because he looks like Logan Paul.
How old is Kupp? Is he like 32 or something?
I don't know.
I think he's 30. 31 maybe.
Oh, that's a hot take right there. Browns want Kenny to help Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. That's a hot take. So Kupp, I don't know. People are saying the Ravens. People are saying the Patriots. People are saying the Panthers. The Panthers with. Can you imagine? Panthers with Thielen and Kupp. Come on now. Let's go. Talk about the Eagles with the exciting lights.
You're just like all these other idiots that don't know ball. Like
you don't.
The Panther. It doesn't matter who they have at receiver or running back if they can't protect, they can't run the ball. Like the Panthers don't have an offensive line.
I'm saying it right now, dude. Cooper Kupp. He's one of the best quick. That guy gets separation. He's open. Him and Thielen on the same. Are you talking? When's the last time you had that?
What? Two white guys?
X and Y receivers, white guys, right there on the outside together. Do the Panthers play the Eagles this year again? That would be
Isn't Cup? Cup's
internet
a
would
slot
melt.
guy though.
That would be awesome. They bring back CMC.
Yes, the Panthers play the Rams
Oh, revenge game.
because they play the NFC West because the Niners play the Panthers.
That's right,
And-
dude. Bills play the Panthers too. Revenge game for our
Yeah,
guy.
in Carolina, Miss CEO stat says she's taking all the grandkids.
Okay, I believe it. My son will be in his 49ers gear.
Not when the Bills are playing.
Yes, he will.
that
Ravens
guy.
signed DeAndre Hopkins, so we get to hear that for the next 8 months. Even though he did post a picture of him and Derrick Henry, like how many points did this offense score? Is this saying that he likes Lamar better than Patrick Mahomes?
Well, somebody said Baltimore is where old Pro Bowl receivers go to die. They go there and they fade away. They don't play anymore. They're bad.
Was that just OBJ?
No, Steve Smith.
Oh, that's
Antoine Bolden.
Oh,
somebody
no,
else.
it's between the Titans and the Ravens because we had Andre Johnson and we had Randy Moss went there. There was another one that went to Tennessee, Julio Jones. Who doesn't know ball? So who's the more wide receivers go to retire, the Ravens or the Titans is the question. This is my favorite. Just in, the Pittsburgh Steelers are co-favorites to trade for quarterback Anthony Richardson. This is the best, dude. Where's the CEO stats?
That's what Ryan Clark would want.
Oh, that guy sucks, man. He's so
Blocked.
ridiculous, dude. I'm sure. Yeah, the whole ESPN crew is going to block us. Who cares? But this guy, they already had him. Is this not Justin Fields?
He's worse than Justin Fields.
Oh, he is 100%. But my goodness,
Justin Fields at least stays healthy.
that is true. Panthers have a good shot to be in the division or second in the division. I agree with that. Let's go.
Second doesn't get you in the playoffs, though.
I can't believe we have to. Oh, and here you go. Here's your guy, Joey Bosa to the Bills. Thoughts as a Bills fan?
I like Josh Palmer signing better than I like this one. I look, if he stays healthy and plays how the potential that he has, he can help us out a lot.
He's not gonna be, but it's cold. You think he couldn't stay healthy in San Diego in Los
he
Angeles,
stay healthy
California?
in the dome. Maybe it was a turf. I don't know, but like, I don't know. He hasn't played a full season, but one time in his 8-year career.
Yo, you literally got.
We've been down this road twice. Mario Williams and Von Miller.
I was going to say you basically just signed Von Miller again.
Yeah.
I want to go back to
less money, but yeah, I'm not in love with it. I wasn't in love with the Josh Allen pick when we drafted him. I'm not afraid to say that. And that blew up in my face. But we'll see.
Can I spin zone this? Maybe Steelers leadership is like, yeah, we'll take Anthony Richardson so that it basically forces Mike Tomlin to finally have a losing season so that they can finally fire him. Right?
The Steelers are not firing him. They haven't fired
if he has a losing season, what are you keeping him there for? Maybe the Roonies are playing for keeps. So, and then Evan Ingram. This is a good. The Broncos signed Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, and they got Evan Ingram. So, Sean Payton loves using the tight end, a la Jimmy Graham. Got himself a big athletic tight end again. So that's a good signing for Bo Nix. I think Chiefs might be in trouble next year in that division, buddy. Could be the Broncos.
Broncos should have beat them this year.
Whenever you drafted Josh Allen, she has a text documented.
Good. I'm not afraid to tell you, I'm just not a fan.
Number 3 on the list, boys, it is tournament time. It is championship week. Those of us who don't watch basketball all year are now huge basketball fans because the brackets will be coming out. We've already got championship games going on right now. The ACC tournament started, the Big 12, the SEC tournament. But now we've got some automatic qualifiers. We've already got 31 tickets punched. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
So we have St. Francis, Drake, High Point, Gonzaga, who beat St. Mary's. We have Troy. We have Omaha. We have Robert Morris. We have Lipscomb. We have the UNC Wilmington. And we have, damn it, I can't remember what SIUE stands for.
They have a losing record.
Yes, they beat Central Connecticut. No, St. Francis has wait.
Pretty sure that means 11 out of 31 tickets have been punched.
There you go. Thank you.
Delaware, is it this? You took this like last night or something because Delaware, I think, punched their ticket.
That is 11. You're correct. Stats says it's wrestling season. It is wrestling season. We're following App State. But don't let him fool you. Stats loves doing the brackets. Don't let him.
Hand up, though. I'm one of the people that hasn't watched basketball all year. I've been in a hotel all week watching these games. Like the Drakes, these ones the Wofford Furman game was incredible.
You said that. It was Fire Flame. You sent it with Fire Flame emojis.
Like 8 minutes left to go. Both teams are hitting threes. They're going back and forth. I mean, the lead changed, 4 or 5 times. And it was one team coming out and hit a 3. The other team would come out and hit a 3. Like, it was just back and forth. And, Wofford pulled away kind of at the end. But, I mean, I think also knowing those two teams, too, just because I grew up close to, where they're located. Those two teams are like UNC and Duke as far as how far apart they are from each other. So they're rivals. So to play, as a 5 and 4 seed, to play in the conference championship for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament when there's no other way else that you're getting in. I mean, come on, what's better than that?
I mean, that's it. Like, you win, you're in. It's the best. It's the best. We had a buzzer beater tonight. It's just phenomenal. The buzzer beaters are the best. There's nothing better. Love the buzzer beater. So get your brackets ready.
It's here next week.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. Like, should we do a league? Should we do a bracket competition?
I don't know who's going to win the tournament.
Me either. So we'll just set it up and see if we see what happens. All right. But so much fun to watch. So much fun. Okay. We got to do the water cooler debate. We just made it to the water cooler. We got to fly through this whole thing.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate. Here we go. No time to play around except for the dad joke. It's back. I forgot I wrote this one. You know why you have to be careful when you're measuring butter?
Why?
There's no margarine for error.
That was better.
Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. From last week, Wednesday's water cooler debate, episode 215. What is the GOAT type of bay? This competition was rigged. Tex, who's not even here, takes the victory with Old Bay. What a great answer. Wow. Once in a lifetime answer. Could never even, what an answer. Only an idiot wouldn't choose that. In Edge, you got second with Any Body of Water. And
Nice.
J-Bot tied with Gordon Bombay and A Bay. I thought A Bay was going to get him, dude.
Well, I wanted to, I want to poke fun of our listeners and say, if they're not voting for A Bay and Gordon Bombay, then they're just not cultured. They're not cultured enough. But they voted for Old Bay to win. So I'm like, you got to like some spice. That makes you a little cultured, right? So I just don't know what to say.
Edge, any thoughts on the Texas win?
Well, I mean, the only reason he won is because he went first. Let's be honest.
He's so bad.
I clearly sent a text to you of what I was going to pick, and you told Tex what I was going to pick. So you
whoa.
Let's check the tapes. Let's check the tapes because in the history of this podcast, Tex never went first in any of the water cooler debates. Never.
He jumped in. Tell him to go.
And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm a Steelers from Edge. I'm like, oh, wonder how you know that. Because it's Rick.
Would have made it even better if he won 52%. That would have been even better. That would have made my day.
I'm a little bit worried about this, though, because I sent this to my wife. And when I voted, body of order was at 25%. So we're going to have a conversation this morning.
She didn't vote for body of water.
And I'm sure she's going to say, I didn't vote. I didn't. Yeah, whatever. Because I know she read. I sent it to her and she read it. She's like, why did you choose Old Bay? And I was like, okay. Like, never mind.
Yeah, dude. Why did you choose Old Bay?
Yeah.
I love when we send it to our mom and she has to choose between me and Tex. That's the best.
Ooh.
She never tells us what she votes for, though, sometimes. But anyways, this week's question is, what is the GOAT type of saw? Okay, boys. Who wants to go? Edge, you want to go first?
No, I'm going to go last because I got two of them.
All right.
This is a backup.
Mr. Construction could go first with the saw.
I got mine. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, American hero. 2x4 on his shoulder, American flag running down the runway, taking on Andre the Giant. Hacksaw Jim Duggins.
See, that was decent, but enjoy your L. I hope that little victory lap that you thought you ran in your head just now is going to be the L. What you got, G.U.Y.S?
Well, that's the thing is you're not playing to the audience because obviously this year they're not going with people's names. You got 10% last week and you did a name. So don't go back to the name. I'm going to go with where it really matters, and I'm going to pull at your heartstrings a little bit because the best saw is a seesaw. And the joy on your child's face when you see them go up and down that seesaw will melt your heart. So seesaw is the best saw, without a doubt.
That is pulling at your.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and try to get all the female votes there, J-Vi. I see what you're trying to go with. The real GOAT saw is a sawzall. The name says it all.
How do you spell
I
that?
mean, saws all. Yeah, it saws everything. It's got multiple blades.
Saws
It's
all or saws saw? Saws
it sounds like an Indian
saws
hummus
with a Z. All. But it's
SAZALW.
SAZ. What are you talking
You
about?
said
Is that a Jeff Foxworthy you might be redneck?
SAWZALL. Saws all. It saws everything. It saws metal, wood. I mean, anything you put in front of it's got different blades that are attached a different.
There you go, dude.
I'm telling you, dude. It's there you go. Yeah, it's the greatest one of all. The second one that both of you.
What are you, the Grinch? Saw's all the greatest one of all.
Yeah. The second one y'all missed is a buzzsaw. Like how? Come on, dude.
Like the 49ers this year when they
y'all over there trying to pull at the heartstrings and get all the everybody teary-eyed and stuff, thinking of going down memory lane with a seesaw. You got buzzsaw there. What? How did y'all miss that? But it's okay. I'll take my victory lap next week whenever.
Y'all don't know how many wrestling. Y'all don't know how many wrestling accounts follow us. About to get them with this one.
Look, I'll tell you what. I still haven't gotten my Twitter back. It's almost been a month. So AK let me hop on the Twitter of the Melly Goat so I could still get in some action and look up stats for DFS purposes. I don't know what I'm looking at because he follows like 10,000 people. So like trying to cipher through I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Hey, a lot of hours went into that.
How does he ever find any information on this?
I just search for it. If I want some, I just hit the search bar. Pretty simple.
I need it handed to me on a silver platter.
I tried to do that for you last week, and you didn't want any part of it. You still chose pot getter. Okay, let's talk some golf here for the last little bit.
What about chainsaw?
That's a good one too.
What about?
Why do you say it?
Because seesaw's better.
What about a skill saw?
It's overrated. It's outdated now.
That's the problem. Is there's too many saws in the construction world to say one's the best.
Miter saw. Table saw.
Table saw. Saw's almost all.
Head saw.
PVC saw.
Miter saw. The PVC
T-saw.
saw. No, that's the saw.
Movie. There he goes. Somebody's going to turn into 300. Came, you saw, you conquered. All right, let's go. Let's hit the. If you're allergic to electric guitar solos, cover your ears.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Let's talk some golf. The Playa Haters Ball. Great skit by Dave Chappelle, by the way. Some quick news. Tiger, guys.
Hang it up, man. I hate saying it. Greatest of all time.
Oh, breaking news. Mac Jones to the 49ers.
Steal.
Steal of the century, dude. Hit the sirens.
They went from
hey, go time to saw what I just saw on my TV. Mac Jones to the Niners.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyways, Tiger Woods.
It's time.
Hmm.
Just hang it up.
You
Be a dad.
Did
Yeah.
TGL break his Achilles? Was
It
his
is turf.
Achilles?
It is turf.
It is turf, yeah. The turf war. Oh, dude. If the
How do we get
NFL
that to
doesn't
pick up on the clip?
if the NFL doesn't run with that, I mean,
Oh,
the
last
NFL PA has got to have that clip and set to every team with
Turf.
turf.
Tiger Woods. Breaking news: Tiger Woods tore his Achilles, technically on artificial turf. Therefore, it begs the question: should you not play golf on artificial turf?
Remove the mats.
Not my mats. March Madness. March Madness.
Matt Saw.
Anyways, Tiger Woods Achilles. It was his Achilles heel. Was literally his Achilles heel.
Yeah.
And a back.
Yes, which he should never have surgery on. Which is he's idiot.
And driving a car. But anyways.
And this fan got Rory so good that he took his phone because this fan shouted just like 2011 at Augusta after Rory hit it in the water on his first shot. His second shot, he took the guy's phone and just walked down the fairway.
Dang. Rory, be a team player. Take a selfie with him and walk on.
Do these golfers have group chats? Because there's no way they survive in one of our group chats.
No.
You know what I mean?
They obviously don't have friends.
Rory's friend. I think that's the issue with Rory though. He doesn't have he just has yes guys.
Yes, guys. Everywhere.
He does not have anybody. It's like, come, like really? Why did you say that? Or why did you do that?
Yeah, 100%. Like you got, if you're a professional athlete, you got to have some dudes in your group that aren't just going to be like, "Hey, yeah, dude, everything's awesome. That's great. Like you send me something and you look like an idiot. I'm going to tell you look like an idiot."
Well, I was actually having that conversation with a guy I work with tonight at dinner. It's, because we were talking about, Kilgore and rookie being in the NFL and, how a lot of players just have yes people. Because he was asking about, like, why'd that person do that? I was like, because he has a yes, like, he just has yes people that tell that it's a good idea, whether it's not. And so then I proceeded to tell him the story about rookie trying to get ready for the game one day. And he comes down his stairs. I don't even remember what in the hell he was wearing, but we were just like, go back upstairs and change right now. We're not letting you walk out of the house wearing that.
With France.
And then, all the things we've done to Kilgore. I mean, anything Kilgore does, we rip on him. So
it's not like intentional either. It's just like, it's our job. Like we're just friends. We're just friends. Like
we're becoming better friends.
If I walk, science shows. We said that last week.
First of all, shout out to this fan though. This fan looks like he's in his 20s, and he took his shot, quote unquote, at Rory. It was 14 years ago. Like, hey, just like 2011 at Augusta. 14 years ago, dude, he was probably 14
like
or 15 at the time.
Old.
Dude, that kid was probably 6 at that time.
I mean, and then on top of that, Rory's got to take his phone. He better bring him back like the newest iPhone 17 or whatever it is. Saying, "Hey man, that was too good. You got me. Here you go."
Yes.
You remember how Rory played though after he was going back and forth with the live people. I would avoid Rory this week.
Yeah.
Is that his girl standing right beside him too? Because if he just got his phone taken, like maybe that was calculated. Maybe he's like, oh no, she's on to me for something. And
should he have flopped? Like
Roy
he broke my hand.
Roy takes the phone out of his hand.
Dude, sue him. Like I was fine, but I got a finger on my cut or a cut on my finger from Roy's fingernails, and it's infected now. Now I've got one of those soft neck braces and go do a press conference.
I mean, I've been on
sidelines. Walking to press conference like Kilgore.
Yeah.
This is what.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I've been on sidelines before, and like we get close to the benches and we're on the boxes and stuff, and I'm throwing the boom pole out there, and I've been like bumped by people, and sometimes it's like, they're like, "You're in my way," and I'm like, "I'm supposed to be here, whatever, doing my job. You're doing your job." But like after that, I think in my head, I'm like, "That was my shot. That was my chance to flop." And I didn't do it, and I get mad at myself. I'm like, it's happened multiple times.
If I'm watching golf and I just see a random boom mic go straight up in the air, and J-Vine is like, I'm losing it, dude. I'm losing it.
I want the audio too, because it's going to be like, oh my god!
All you hear from J-Vine is, "I followed it. I can't get up."
I just wish it was more common to see like the flop in real life. Like you see it in the NBA all the time. You see it in soccer all the time. It's like we need more real life flops. Just like a guy shoos somebody away and the dude flops. Like, I don't know. We just need more flops.
Speaking of soccer, real quick, there was I saw this clip the other day. I died laughing. I guess this guy always gets. I don't know jack about soccer, but I guess this guy gets yellow carded all the time. The ref pulls out a yellow card. He whips out a reverse Uno card. And then on top of that, the next game, I guess, or the next clip, he gets another yellow card. He pulls out a mini shredder out of his like pants, takes the yellow card from the ref and shreds it in front of his face and walks away. I was like, epic, dude. Epic.
I love good videos like that. This guy, like, what if Rory was like wiring him money so he could gamble? What if he's like Shohei Ohtani's? Like, what if that's his bookie? He's like, come out here and yell at me on this tee box, and I'm going to take your phone and we're going to place a bet on me to not finish in the top 10, and we'll just cash in. That's probably what he did.
Somebody, I guess Ohtani went to a game recently, and somebody took a picture of him like, making like a little worried face. Who knows what it was about, but the meme at the top says, I've seen the look of somebody sweating the under before. Touche. Shout out.
Oh, BMO said he's not enough of a Duke fan to flop on command like that. You got integrity, dude. And then Colin Morikawa, after he lost, didn't talk to the media because that's the cool thing to do in sports. And this, who care? Do you care? Like, you're there. Like, does it matter? I feel like this is just I don't know who Ian McMillan is, but
I think it matters because you're waiting for them and they don't show up. So like you wasted however much time. But this day and age, I mean, they do this in football now too. Like everybody's got some agenda or podcast or whatever to get people on their social media or whatever it is. So like they want to be able to release their statement whenever they feel like it.
Where it benefits them.
Yeah, instead of doing it right in the moment, which I understand a little bit, but it's just like, it's one of those things like you're doing your job, but somebody else doesn't do their job. So it affects your job. It's just like, I'm just trying to do my job.
Yeah.
Can you do your job and talk to us?
What if he walked out and said, I'm just here so I don't get fined? Dude, and then eat Skittles the whole time.
Yeah.
He showed up.
What would you do?
He showed up.
Yeah.
I have documentation of him showing up and me reporting on it.
Yeah.
So it counts. It still pays.
It's still recording. You don't have to flop. And then the Creator Classic. I don't know who this Grant Horvath guy is, but we need to get in this somehow. This guy made the putt, by the way. That was pretty electric.
Yeah, I watched it.
That's
I'm
pretty cool.
I'm working with him tomorrow. I'm doing something.
He did a Euro step afterwards. Too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool.
He played in that Cogs in it, or not that the other thing I did too.
Yeah, the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
So the other big news from this tournament is they pushed back some of the fairways or some of the tee boxes and lengthened some of the holes. Just little touches here or there. And then they went back and added a giant tree on the tee box again from hole number 6. You gotta hit a freaking missile up underneath that. Dude, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way. So
I'm probably hitting the left side of the tree on the leaves, branches.
Unbelievable. So we got TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. 144 golfers, top 65 and ties make the cut, and $4.5 million to the winner. This is the 5th major. This is the toughest annual course to gain off the tee over the last 4 years. Only 58% of tee shots are hit with driver. Only 5.1% of drivers over 320 yards. 3rd toughest course to gain on approach. Most difficult inside 150. They increased the rough 1.5 inches over the last couple of years. The green in regulation dropped from 50 to 44%. Rough proximity is one of the furthest on tour. Average approach distance is 166. Here's the weather. Looking like there's going to be some stuff coming in on Sunday. Going to be nice, though, up until then. This is one of the best courses ever. Hard to get stuff around the greens. Scrambling from the rough is tough. Putting is easy at Sawgrass. Hardly a single metric is easier than average. So every single hole is at least an 8% birdie or better rate and 8% bogey or worse. You got to score on the par 5s. Got to score on the par 5, birdie or better rate at 42.4. So this is going to feed into my guy that I'm picking. And this is our guy, Ron Close. Absolute stud at PGA Splits, BetSports Golf. They put out this stuff all on Twitter. We're literally just promoting it for no reason whatsoever. Water balls on this, 19th shortest course. It's full of variance. All the birdie or better or bogey or better. We all talked about that. 16 water holes. It's the most on tour. 92 bunkers. 5th most. Less than driver. Forced layup. Yeah, 16 water holes. It's crazy. The greens are Poa Travalis. 13 on the stimp. Absolutely lightning. And the rough has gone up another 1/2 inch. So positional track, target golf. This is what we've been talking about. It's similar to last week. Anything on the information here, boys?
No. I mean,
Okay.
It rained here hard on Monday. So it's been hot here the past 2 days. So
Boots on the ground.
Hot tomorrow, too.
Here are the favorites, guys. I'm assuming all the graphics are working because BMO hasn't said anything yet. So that's good. The favorite, once again, Scotty Scheffler, because he's won here 2 years in a row, trying to go for the 3-peat, trying to do something the Chiefs couldn't do, cowards. Rory, plus 1,100, then Colin Morikawa, then Ludwig Oberg, Justin Thomas, Sandra Schauffele, Tommy Fleetwood, round out the top best odds to win the tournament. Here's where people are betting, though. 295 tips, 50-plus sources, Golf Tips Checker. Go check him out on Twitter. Sepp Straka, 33-1, is your leading guy that people are putting money on to win this thing. Nick Taylor, who I also like. He's absolutely ripping the cover off the golf ball. Matsuyama's 2nd. Aberg's 4th. Aaron Rise 5th. Daniel Berger's 6th. Justin Rose, 100-1, 7th. Michael Kim, 8th. Shockers here or no?
Michael Kim's been playing well. I don't think he's going to win.
13th.
I don't think he's going to win it, but he's been playing really well.
Well,
Aberg's playing well. Oberg's playing well.
The thing with Michael Kim is that he likes to draw the ball. And some of this course requires drawing fades. So people are worried about him not being able to.
You got to have all your shots to play this course.
Hit the high fade when he needs to. We're going over the guys?
Let's do it.
Okay, golf guys for your DraftKings lineups, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are. J-Vi, you want to go first?
I'll go first. This guy started playing very well at the end of last year when the playoffs started. He played himself into the playoffs. He got second or third at the Olympics. This year, in his last event, the Cognizant Classic, he finished 18th. I wanted to prove it to myself that I know ball. So I wanted to prove it to myself that I know ball using the least amount of money out of NAU fools. I'm going Victor Perez.
But you didn't see that I had 5,600 as well.
Because you waited until after I gave you mine.
No, because I like to do my research.
He also has played Victor Perez also has played this course once. I think it was 3 years ago, maybe 4, and he finished 9th. So he's played the course before. He hasn't not played it, so we'll see.
Okay. We're not going on a journey because
It's been your problem.
No. We're not going on a journey just because I'm adjusting to a new schedule and I'm trying to figure out how to get my research time in. And we've been putting out more content, so I've been focusing more on clipping videos and setting up thumbnails and things like that. So I wanted to pick a guy, Doug Geem, Texas dude, SEC, okay, Panhandle, split by the Gulf of America or whatever, the Gulf of Canada, apparently, now that the Four Nations is over. This guy is an absolute savant at approach to green, which is where you need to be able to hit the golf ball. Tee to green, he's 9th. Approach to green, he's 6th. Putting is the easiest metric at this course. He is absolutely terrible at putting. He's 182nd. But he can put it on the green, and he can get to the green in a relatively good fashion and easy fashion. So I'm saying Iron Man, Robert Downey this thing, Doug Geem is Heem down there at TPC Sawgrass, go type of saw, Bucket Hat McGee's Doug Geem. Put him in your lineups. Okay?
He is Heem.
Geem is Heem, yes. Butch gave you Michael Kim at 5,900. Low prices for the boys this week. And Tex gave you Ricky Fowler.
Dylon.
And, of course, Dylon.
Goes way above 7K.
Way above, of course, as usual. Complete jabroni, never plays by the rules. He's sad that all of his quarterbacks are leaving Minnesota because nobody wants to play for that regime because it's a joke.
He wants Flacco. Actually, we have Dylon called in.
Mm-hmm. We do.
We have that.
Let's do it.
All right, team. Dylon's back this week with his dark horse pick. You're welcome for last week. I told you I went with a new strategy in terms of player exposure for my bets. I gave you Jason Day at the Arnold Palmer. He got you I think he was a T8. I had said a top 10, so you're welcome. If you bet $1 on that, you had plus 500 odds. This week I'm giving you somebody that I'm going to say is going to be a top 20. It's plus 320 odds, so you throw a D unit on there, you get back 320. So this particular guy is about $7,600, so he's right in the middle of where I know
Loser.
I'm going to get slack for picking somebody too high or slack for not picking somebody that is low enough to be considered between these lily-livered flip-floppers that are on the show tonight that like to talk trash, where on Wednesday, hey, Dylon did good and stayed under 8,000 to, Dylon got it right, so now we got to rip him, right? But we talked on the last show about loyalty and insulting your friends, so I know it comes from nothing but love. So this week, this guy has made the cut 4 straight years in a row at the Players. He's had 2 top 5 finishes. He is the lucky lefty, and I'm going to go with Brian Harmon. So Brian Harmon's going to be my man. Now, I'm going to double up and give you another what we're going to call the dart throw, since apparently I can't use dark horse and dart throw at the same time if it's not above $6,500. They make up rules on me, I swear. All right.
Been the same the whole time.
I'm going to give you a dart throw. Jake Knapp is playing in this tournament, and he is only 5,900. The dude is swinging it like crazy. He is playing hot. So I'm going to say that Jake Knapp is going to get you a top 30 in here. Now, I'm not sure what the odds are on that. You can look it up. But Brian Harmon is my dark horse, and Jake Knapp is my dart throw. Put it down. Again, I haven't missed yet this season, whereas none of the other Millie Goats can say that. So as much as we say it's not advice, I am advising you not to listen to them. And if you're going to listen to somebody, make it Dylon.
That was great. That was good. All right. There you have it.
She's still a fraud.
Yeah. Absolute fraud. Fraudsville. He's worse than Sam Darnold at the end of the season. Crushed his dreams. J-Bye, the Make the Damn Cut parlay. Let's go. Let's cash one. The odds keep getting lower.
Well, honestly,
like plus 800, then plus 600, now plus 300.
Well, I dropped. Well, some of that is because I dropped it down to 4. I was doing 5. I dropped it down to 4. I also got thrown off last week because I had to change the name from Make the Damn Cut parlay to Make the Top 40. So this week, I'm going back. I'm riding with my guy, Aaron Rye. I like to play one of the same guys every week just because I usually am pretty good about being a week early. So I like to play one of the same guys every week. Played him last week, made it. Well, he was top 40, I believe. And he's going to make the cut this week. Minus 225. Tommy Fleetwood, he should be my lock with the odds that he is at minus 310.
He has locks, too.
Yes. Hey, Dallon wants us to trust him and believe in him. I'm going to ride with his guy, Brian Harmon, minus 152. Shout out Edge. He has the lowest odds. So
I want him to miss now. Just
are the highest odds. He has the highest odds. I think that's how you phrase that. But my other guy who was on your tips list, Daniel Berger, minus 205. If you parlay all these guys on FanDuel, plus 371 to make the cut.
Let's go. I'll get all these out on Twitter as soon as we end the show. Love it. The sexy six-pack golf winners. 6 tiers, 24 golfers per tier based off of odds. Okay. Tier number 1, Ludwig Oberg. Just an absolute sexy swinging machine. Doesn't have any problem with the shot clock. Dude absolutely gets up there and just rips balls down the fairway. Denny McCarthy, putting machine. Absolute putting machine. We were on roads last week. This is a plotter's course. Don't have to be overly long here. Just got to put the ball where you need to put it. Justin Rose, known ball control freak. Matty Schmid, my guy. Schmid. This guy is playing really good golf. Plus 25,000. Let's go. Eric Van Rooyen, also playing some pretty good golf. I can't remember why I put him on there. There's a reason, though. Plus 35,000. Can't remember. I remember looking at him last night. I was like, holy smokes. I think I looked up some of his stats. Just trust. Big trust. Mark Ingram it. David Lipsky, plus 100,000. Guy's playing pretty good golf. Got a lot of made cuts. You want to throw somebody on plus 100,000? David Lipsky. Again, I can't remember why I put him on there, but just know if I put him on here, it's not random. I actually looked up some stuff, but I just can't remember what it is because a lot of stuff's going on. Just trust. Big trust.
Big trust.
There it is. Okay. Also, guys are currently 11-19 making the cut, so we're running our score back up. Hubbs is in this tournament. Lauer's in. Novak's in. I actually talked to Novak the other day about our guy Sam playing for the Panthers, and he said great because he's going to punt a lot. And I was like, well, we'll see. Let's do some how dare yous.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
Okay, how dare you? Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Do it.
Do you have it?
Oh, I forgot your. Oh, here's your meme, by the way. G.U.Y.S parlays.
Yes.
The Abraham
That guy
Lincoln meme.
standing up, shouting it out.
Is
It
that
will hit this week.
Not
No.
at all, Abraham.
It's like Abe Lincoln, dude. This
It
whole
does
time I
look
thought it was
similar
Abe
to it. No, that's a blue collar guy at a town hall meeting.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! This whole time I was like, why did they put Abe Lincoln in a leather jacket, looking like he's Fonzarelli?
Jeez.
Is that
Oh,
John
man.
Cena in the front?
Dude, is that freaking what's his name? Robert De Niro beside him? Oh my, that's
Abe
not Abe
Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Abe Lincoln, John Cena, Robert De Niro walk into a room.
No idea. None. Wow. And then Tex, who misspelled Ricky Fowler, has got Tex made this meme of Tex. It's not Stan Marsh, Randy Marsh leaning up against the pole with his nuts in a wheelbarrow smoking a cig. And he said, Tex looking how he's putting Ricky Fowler in his lineup. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here's your how dare you. Sorry.
Yes. So I was working out this morning, and I'm watching
Humble
Get
brag.
Up. Get Up.
That show sucks.
Yes. But their hot take, they call the do your math segment. I guess if they write that, they know how bad you suck at math, so we can't blame them for stealing stuff.
Put math on there. I'm running away.
They were arguing, is 2025 a make or break year for Caleb Williams? So my how dare you is to ESPN, because they're trying to create content. Is it a make or break year? Even if it is a make or break year, which I don't think it is, because it's only his second year into the league and everybody knows how much faster NFL football is than college. He's still learning. We make fun of him a lot and say he's terrible, but he's in the NFL. This is his second year. It's not a make or break year. He at least gets 3. But they're asking this question because of all the hype that they said about him. They said that he was a generational quarterback. They put all this pressure on him to be the next Tom Brady, the next Josh Allen. And now they're asking if it's a make or break year. How dare you, ESPN? Come on.
I agree. Make or break year means they're going to get rid of him, and they're not going to get rid of him.
No.
But he does stink, and it's their own fault because, like you said, they put all the expectations on him. But at the same time, they need him to be good so that they can look like they know what they're talking about. So somebody like me, who's been saying since 2 years ago, this guy's not any good, he can just throw it sidearm occasionally. Do you not watch the game?
Yeah, I mean, he just at USC just ran around and waited for one of his NFL wide receivers to get open.
How dare you? Okay. My how dare you goes to Micah Parsons. This guy, everybody says the Cowboys live rent-free in people's heads. The 49ers live rent-free in Micah Parsons' head.
Yes.
Because it says Clarence Hill Jr. said 49ers gutting themselves, talking about all the moves they're making. Micah Parsons quote tweets it and says, "No more rookie QB, welcome to reality." Let me remind you, you absolute bum jabroni, Micah Parsons, and I'll come on your podcast, I don't care, and say this to your face. You have no right whatsoever to talk any type of trash to the 49ers. Yes, I'm a fan. I don't care. But you can't do what you did. And guess what? I found your stats from somebody on Twitter, because that's what you can do. It's Jasmine49. I'm assuming she's a 49ers fan. Micah Parsons' career versus the 49ers. 3 games, 0 sacks, 1 quarterback hit, 3 losses. 3 blowout losses. You can't try to chirp the 49ers when your resume looks like this. Looks like a score bug at an MLB game. That's what this looks like. Nothing. Pathetic. How dare you, Micah Parsons?
I think Micah Parsons lives rent free in AK's head because I wouldn't take what he said as a chirp. I think you take what he said as they have a good quarterback and now they have to pay him so they can't pay other players so people are leaving. Kind of like what the Cowboys are doing when they paid Dak. They haven't signed anybody over $6 million a year since Hardy in 2016.
Oh, the guy from the Panthers?
Yes. When
Oh,
they
gosh.
It was the last player they've paid over $6 million a year.
Wow.
In free agency.
Idiot. I'm say idiot. I respect that rivalry is just that good. I love it. I love it. I love it, Micah Parsons. Keep it coming. Edge, what was yours?
My how dare you goes out to one of our biggest fans, BMO, for believing all the hype and hoopla that their old washed up coach is actually going to deliver them in football and try to make UNC great again.
Is there a reason? Or just because?
Yeah, just because.
Okay, I like that.
I have
like
a second one.
Okay, go ahead.
Every time somebody leaves a team now, they get some type of tribute.
Love it.
Right?
Yep.
Good, bad, whatever. Except for some reason the Bills didn't do a tribute for money. I don't know what the reason was for that. But that's a different topic. My how dare you goes out to the Niners. If you're going to put out a tribute video for somebody, for a player you're saying goodbye to, don't make it take a week to put it out. It took them a week to put out a tribute video for Debo. Debo got traded last week. They waited till today.
That's social media, dude.
Today. And no, I looked at the time. This was before 4 o'clock, so before the new year. They waited till today, the last possible second, to put out a tribute video.
Well, you can't do it before.
It probably took a week for them to find good video footage where he was actually decent.
Yeah, that's why. That's how I knew. That's how I knew he had 2 different numbers.
2021 is whenever he was. But the real you can't put it out. You have to put it out before 4 o'clock because once 4 o'clock hits, boom, that play's over. It's done.
Yeah,
it's
but
done.
It took too long to make a tribute video for a guy that's supposed to be one of your best players.
No, they waited to the last possible second to be like, we're going to be the last ones here as we send out this tribute video as the new season starts. It's genius as far as I'm concerned. Okay. No. Also, shout out to hockey for just being phenomenal.
That Superman punch?
Dude, yes. That's what George St. Pierre is. Isn't he a UFC guy?
Yeah.
Superman punched in the NHL last night. He missed a target because he telegraphed too much, but the picture is awesome. He definitely whiffed, but you're watching the fight and you're like, oh my gosh, what is he doing?
Yeah, you're getting that one framed in the house.
Oh, 100%, dude. That is, get that tattooed on your chest. And then 2 minutes of NBA. LeBron is hurt because of his groin injury, the same stretch that he complained about, which they had to remake because of it's so crazy that he is complaining about this schedule, and then all of a sudden he's hurt right before it, and this is kind of his time to see. Let's see if Luka can handle this.
Well, he's having one of his better seasons of his career, so he's obviously worn out.
I'm staying woke though. This is a chance for everybody to be. He's trying to write his own story here, his own hero story. The Lakers are going to get they're owing this, and they can't do it without him. And there's no way this is telegraphed.
This is what I think is funny about LeBron is after him and Stephen A. Smith got into it. Stephen A. He went on.
Yeah,
it's because he came at me as a father. He's a father. I can respect that. Well, now LeBron gets hurt. Stephen A. is on somebody's podcast saying, man, it was weak. He didn't have to come up on me like that. He could have told me. He could have called me and told me. He didn't have to do it to my, Now that LeBron's hurt, Stephen A. is back on his big chest.
His chest back out, dude. Mr. Invisible Lat Syndrome. Mr. Big Chest.
I mean, Stephen A. wants to keep it real. I get it. Whatever. But Don't change your tune when LeBron gets hurt.
He was getting dummied so bad he looked weak that he had to try to do something. Anyways, that's it. That's everything, boys.
We did it.
Here we go. Podcast will be out tomorrow if you're just tuning in. Thanks for quite a few of you watching now. So we appreciate that. And we will be back Sunday, and we're going to have some snippets from this episode going out on the YouTube channels and such. And let's try to win the players. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Edge, anything else?
Go Tigers.